You can make some stunning visual effects using something called masks. And check out this one. You could even have your video sing to you. These are just a few of my favorite CapCut video editing tips and tricks that we're going to look at today. Tip number 1, and this is a quick one. On mobile, when you create a new project, CapCut by default includes an ending showing the CapCut logo. Now, of course, you can click on this and then you can delete it. Now, when you start a new project, you'll no longer have the CapCut logo included. Tip number 2, most people associate CapCut with a mobile video editing experience, but you can also edit videos directly on the web or via a desktop app. To get the web experience, and then you can click on this button that says Get Started for Free. And that opens up the full-blown editor on the web. The one downside with the web is you have to upload all of your clips to the cloud first before you can start pulling together your project. To get the desktop app, you can just work on all of them locally on your computer. The mobile apps by far are the most feature-rich, but the desktop app is pretty close behind. And the web experience is by far the most bare bones of the three. Tip number 3. You can convert text to speech or even text to song. Within CapCut, first insert some text and type some text in. Here, once you type in your text with the text objects selected, go up and click on Text to Speech. Here, you'll see a number of voices. Many of them are just the standard voices, and we could listen to what that sounds like. Number 4, CapCut makes it really simple to edit to the beat. This one only works on mobile. Here I am on my timeline, and I have a few different video clips, and I also have a song. Here I can click on the song, and one of the options is titled Match Cut. So here I'll select Auto Detect, and here it finds the beat in the song. And it adds these little yellow dots. When I go back to the main timeline view, I can see those yellow dots on the audio track. Tip number 5, you can play one video on top of another video using something called overlay, or what's sometimes referred to as picture-in-picture. Here in the desktop app, I'll drag one clip down onto the timeline, and then I'll select another clip and drag that down onto the timeline, except I'll place it on the layer above the previous clip. I'll click on the topmost clip and then go up to the preview area, and here I can readjust the size and also adjust the position. And check that out, I'll select the topmost video, and this is a really cool feature. In the top right hand corner, it's just automatically removed the background behind me. On mobile, you can do all of this as well, and this works on both desktop and mobile. But I just want to overlay the video underneath. I'll click on this, and then I'll go over and select the color green. This will remove the color green. I have a few settings over here to fine-tune how it looks. Now, I think this looks pretty good, and there it is. I am now overlaying this other video clip. For the best result, you'll want to make sure that your green screen is evenly lit. Now, of the two options, I personally prefer this one. I think it ends up with just a cleaner look. I'll go to the very beginning of the clip. Then in the top right hand corner, I'll click on video, and within the basic section, under scale, I'll click on this diamond icon. That inserts my first keyframe. For this one, then I'll go all the way to the end of the clip. And as it approaches the second keyframe, it moves up to 150% scale. With keyframes, you define the state at one point in time, and then you also define the state at another point in time. You could even use it for things like audio, where you could adjust the volume. Tip number 8, you can generate auto captions, basically text that matches word for word what you're saying. Within CapCut, and here now we see captions overlaid on top of my video. Once I make my changes to the text, I can set it so it automatically applies it to all of the captions of my video. Tip number 9, you can use jump cuts to make your video just a little bit more interesting. So here's an example. I'm making a point and then it jumps in on me. And once again with the blade tool, here split the clip once again. Then press the A key. Once you're all done, we can play it back, and here you see it's normal, then it jumps in, and then it jumps back out. So it looks like this text is floating above my hand. I already have text and I have my video clip with my hand out. Once I select tracking, I now have to select what object I want to track. Here, now I'll click on tracking. Once it's all done tracking my hand, unfortunately, this is our very last tip of today. This will make it a little bit easier to work with, and here I can zoom in a little bit. When I move the playhead, here you'll see that I bike through behind the tree. There I bike through and I bike to the other side. Well, let's go to the biking portion right here. So here I'll move the playhead forward, and now I want me walking or running behind the tree. And right at this point, I come out from behind the tree. So once again, here at the beginning of the clip, here I'm biking out from behind the tree. Now I'll move this clip all the way to the beginning. So these two clips are now completely in sync. This is the running clip and this is the biking clip. Then with this clip where I'm running, here I want it to end right as I'm walking out of the frame. Well, we're going to use the magic of masks. I'll take this clip and let me pull it over here. This will make it easier to illustrate what's happening. I'll place my playhead over the running clip, and in the top right hand corner under video, I'll click on mask. And I have a bunch of different mask options. I'll select the one that says split. And right now this has split my clip. Here I'll rotate this so we split it right at this point of the tree. I'll adjust it a little bit so it's on the shadow portion of the tree. That'll result in a slightly better effect. That's one way you can use masks to pull together some pretty impressive effects. Which one was your favorite? Or even feel free to list ones that I didn't cover. To watch more videos like this one, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.